Well, hello, boys and girls. It's when I feel like at o'clock. I'm Pearl of Wisdom, and you're listening to my NHL Pearls of Wisdom, coming to you live from Helen's Place. And you can look at my other videos to find out why I'm in Helen's Place and not my own place. We got lots to talk about today. What I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be looking at yesterday's picks and what we learned and how we did and all of those things like that. Let's just, to give you a little bit of a primer, we did pretty well. Yesterday, first of all, before I go on, yesterday everybody was all aflutter because they couldn't get a hold of me. Well, and you were wondering where I was. I had a letter from, I can explain. I got a letter from Huron Berchevich from Maribor, Slovakia. Thank you, Huron. We love your letters, by the way. You send your letters. I send Guido down to the mailroom with the letter sack, and he goes down there and he grabs all the letters up. It's cool the way he does it. Actually, he's getting really good at it. Just like so fast. Then he goes up the stairs with the letter sack, and he comes and he pours it all over the letter table. And we bring all the people in the land in, and we do the furlough dance, and we have frolic, and it's wonderful. You should see, it's like, woo, letters. And then we flip through them, we read them, and then we pick one to do for our fine programming that we have right here. And Huron Berchevich, she somehow got some insight on some of the things we're doing for Pants Free Living. I haven't talked much about Pants Free Living. Remember, boys and girls, we are striving for Pants Free Living. Now, that does not mean that you don't wear undergarments. I'm not trying to tell you to go out there and be naked. I'm saying that we don't wear pants. Now, here's something that I also wanted to bring up about this really quick. Sweatpants. I've had this question. I had another letter actually, but it'll go too long today if I do it. Sweatpants. The question is, are they pants? Now it says pants in the word, right? No, they're sweats. The establishment put the word pants on there. Sweats are fine. They're not pants. I'm talking about pleated suit pants, so on, jeans, all of those things like that. Loose clothing is what we're going for here. That is the relaxed, loose clothing. So Huron Berchevich said that she heard through the grapevine, and I don't know where the grapevine was or how it got out or what have you. I guess it's already out in the land. That I'm going to be designing. We're designing a line of apparel, lower body apparel, called the Squilt. And yes, that's right, the Squilt. And what it is it's a combination of a skirt and a kilt. And we have male and we have female. So yes, it's a new thing that we're going to do. So we want to bring this to popularity, so people are no longer confined by jeans and just loose, relax. We're gonna have we're coming up with great ideas like squilt for squirts, or squilt for little kids, stuff like that. Of course, you also have. She also asked me a bunch of questions about hockey and stuff like that. But this was the big thing that I wanted to get out there. And then, of course, we're going to have our upper wear apparel, our T-shirts and so on and so forth like that, to say "Got Pearls" or "There will be frolic" and stuff like that. And we might even put that on the squilts. So be aware and excited for that. I'm sure you are all on the edge of your seat to see all the fine apparel that might come from BPOW Industries. I say Perlo Industries, but now it's BPOW Industries. BPOW Squilt. It's coming to you soon. Thank you for your letter. Okay, we also have some Patreon information from yesterday. And when we get into our picks, you'll see why. Great job on last night's parlay. Easy winner, Jimmy Craftsman said. And by the way, I will be sending her on Berchevich right here soon, some pearls, of course. Cash Dawn. Oh my God, awesome day today. You guys did an amazing job. Hit an 8-team parlay for $1,000. You are well worth every penny. I'm happy I signed up. Thank you. Let's keep making that cheddar, and we will. And the reason why I'm saying that, I'm going to post it down here in the bottom of this. I'll post down our record so far, and it's pretty impressive. I will tell you that right now. Nancy, great job, guys. Keep it coming. Now what I've done is for Patreon members, I have what we call we built it, Helen and I there. We went down into the carpentry room here, and we built ourselves a Perlo, like it's I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. It just consistently sends pearls off to people on a regular basis. Now, for our subscribers there at Patreon, we have, what's the word I'm looking for? Like it oscillates pearls out to them constantly. So they're always living in a state of pearls. It's a beautiful thing. Another reason why you might want to consider subscribing over there. But thank you very much. I'll put down Cash Dawn's actual, because I kind of alliterated it. I'll put it down in the comment section so you can see it for yourself. We did make, well, let's just get into what we learned yesterday, and we can find out what we did. Okay, Blues versus the Rangers. What did we learn by that? Okay, this was the one that I got incorrect. I said I had the Rangers on the PL, and the Blues won 3-1. What I learned by that is really the Blues just, I didn't bet this game, by the way, but the Blues are just solid, man. Wow, are they playing? Binnington looks like he's back. He's had his inconsistency, but lately it seems like he's gotten back on track again. Georgiev played well. It was a good game. It was a very good game. B, on the other hand, was all over the Blues on that game. So, again, we were a little different on that, but I did like the Blues to win. I was just taking Rangers. I thought Rangers would keep it closer than it did. Sens versus the Pens. I was taking Pens all day on this game. I thought with the injuries coming back to Marino, who else did it? There was a few other players that came back, and especially Marino, though. They have not been playing. I don't even know if they've won since Marino went down, to tell you the honest truth. Maybe one game. College kid that they brought up, he's been fantastic this year. And he brings a flow to their defense to get the puck, gets the puck out of the zone quick. It just seems like without him, they don't have anybody to replace him at all. Very important part to have as a hockey team is to have a swift, puck-moving defenseman back there. Great teams always have it, always. I don't know if there's a cup winner. I can't think of a cup winner that didn't have one very good player, a defenseman like that. So I think B talked a little bit about Sens PL, but I didn't like it. I really thought the Pens were going to crush it that game. Habs versus Isles. What I learned about this one is, like I said, I just have a tendency to be a little bit too cautious sometimes. I had the Habs PL, and I really felt it was an ML, and so did B. We nailed that pretty good. Bruins versus the Bolts. This is one I got to give to Brian. He was all over the Bruins. He just said he loved their flow. He just liked the way they're playing. He's not happy with Tampa Bay's consistency lately. He put that in a parlay for our patrons, and they nailed it. As you can tell by what they're saying down there, saying in the comment section, our patrons made a lot of money, and they've been making a lot of money, period. We had one bad day so far, and that was Sunday, and whatever, it's minor compared to all the winnings we've been getting. I highly recommend you head over there. I'll put the link down in the bottom there. Oh, by the way, that was the thing. Why couldn't you get a hold of me yesterday? Well, the reason why I wrote that letter was because I was at a Pants Free Living convention yesterday. I was emceeing for a couple people that have decided to make the make the commitment, you know. It goes along with the 14 naps a day, do things when you want to, all of this, the whole philosophy of just living in Perlo land. So yeah, so that's where I was, and that we brought the squilt out to the public there, and it was taken very well. People love the idea, and I'm sure you will love it too. Okay, sorry. Preds versus Wild. I was a little fadey on this game, but I did end up at the last second betting the Wild PL, and I didn't have to PL it. I was fadey because they're playing 5 games in 8 nights, or was this 5 games in 8 nights? I believe it was. But Everson just has these guys, they don't seem to tire right now. And that's the amazing thing when you see coaches come in like this. This Everson guy, I'll tell you, I see why they fired Boudreau, I think. They just saw something in this guy. There's certain coaches that can bring energy to people, and they just do things beyond. Like, I don't know how I can explain it to you. A lot of people, it's hard unless you've actually done it. And honestly, I haven't really did it in an NHL level. I couldn't even imagine that. You know, I played in tournaments where you play game after game after game in midget and junior and stuff like that. And and that was when I was young, and it's hard on the body. When you're playing against guys like in the NHL level that are out hurting you, and you're playing 5 games in 8 nights, plus the travel and everything, man, it is freaking, like, I know they're athletes, but they're human, and you need more than just yourself. Good coaches can do that, and Everson seems to be able to do that. And anyways, what I learned from that is just to keep on trusting that, you know, there's something to watch there. Normally, I would never bet a team against just about any team playing 5 games in 8 nights. Jets versus the Sabres, I had them PL. I thought they were just going to destroy them. I liked that move of getting DeMello for their defense. Even with Morrissey out, Hellebuck has been looking absolutely fantastic. The Sabres gave her a go, but they're tiring out, and I was all over that game. Oilers versus Stars. This is both of our picks, actually. We thought about this game an awful lot, and it ended up being our dog pick on our Patreon. Not very often we like doing back-to-back betting teams that are on back-to-backs, especially against very solid teams like the Stars. But we looked at Koskinen's record versus Dallas, looked really good. I was a little iffy about Koskinen, but B was all over it. And you cannot deny Edmonton's flow right now. It's just fantastic. So we went with it, and we got it. And that was great. We got great for our clients to get those dog picks. We're going to post it down there, but I believe we're 7 or 8-1 in dog picks since in the month. So if you're betting heavy pearls on our picks, you're making like, wow, tons. Ducks versus Hawks. I was all over the Hawks here. I think everybody was. Capper's comparison. I love him. Go check out his fine programming. New guy who's come out doing picks. He takes all the Cappers that he enjoys and he puts them up on a board. And his daughter's there sometimes, and he lets his daughter in there, and I love that. He's not like so serious about it. He's just he's having fun. But I don't know. I think he's great. I just love his energy. But he does. I like watching it because I like to see what all the other Cappers do, and I don't have to go watch every video. So everybody, I believe everybody had the Hawks. I'm pretty sure it was Capper's consensus pick. So Devils versus the Golden Knights. I had Golden Knights in reg. And that came through fairly easy. What did I learn about that game? That I just learned that I'm going to have a hard time going against the Golden Knights. And by the way, Lehner with DeBoer, great coaches make goalies better. You know, you always hear, find me a good coach and I'll show you a good goaltender. That's true to a point, but actually great coaches make goalies better. Lehner goes there. He's different. Okay, let's just put it that way. He is a different dude. And right away, it seems like DeBoer's already got him. And I'll tell you, if Lehner is focused and feeling good about himself, he's one of the best in the league for sure. They have by far the best goalie combination right now, I would say. And that's saying a lot when you got Khudobin and Bishop, Halak, Rask. But for my money, I would take this goalie combination. It's insane. It's like insane. I don't know who they're going to play in the playoffs. It's going to be interesting. Leafs versus the Sharks, and I got to pat my back on this one because this was my favorite pick of the night. I loved the Sharks here. Loved. The reason why is the Leafs, because they have such a weak defense right now with Riley out, Cece's still out, Muzzin is out. I mean, they're playing Marincin a lot of minutes, and that shouldn't be. Hall, like their guys are Dumont, they're playing way more minutes than they should be. They should not be playing against top line players at all. So what they're doing is they're playing a down deep, along the boards type game. They're trying to keep it low, get it out to the middle and stuff like that, which is great if you're not playing against a team that has Burns, and I know Carlson's not there, but Vlasic, a lot of defensemen. Their defensemen, now San Jose hasn't played very well, but their defensemen can move that puck out of the zone very quick. And if that's the case, you're not going to get much of a chance to be playing down there, right? Not to mention, Campbell was put in net against, and then this is the other thing. Nabokov has done one hell of a job with that goaltending tandem. My gosh, Jones looks absolutely fantastic now. What a turnaround. Unbelievable. Watch them next year. Another thing, I haven't even got into the parlay. We didn't have any parlays yesterday. Jeez, I bet you I'm not going to have today because I did it at the end. But put your parlays down. I'll put it up on the top there. Put your parlays down. Not a single parlay yesterday. That's why I'm not talking about it. Nobody put any parlays down there. 3-team parlay competition. Put them down there. Let's see who wins. Hit the like button. Go over to BPOW, hit the like button. We almost hit like 60 likes there. When we hit 100, we're going to have a $25 draw done by B's daughter. And that'll be the cutest thing ever. Okay, that's enough. That's my full 42. Have a great day. Lots of love to you.